19 minutes to 8. Welcome back to Sunrise Daily Work. We will continue our focus on the security situation in the country. We're joined this morning by Mr. Akiri, who is a lawyer as well as the chairman of the editorial board of national daily newspapers. Morning, and thank you for coming on the game today.
Thank you very much.
Well, looking at all of this that we've got on our hands, yes, we do know that the government set up this information center to keep briefing the country in terms of what they're doing about it, while the group also out there seeking, reminding everyone that the authorities need to do what they can to bring back the girls. But you've analyzed all of this. I mean, you're studying the situation. What comes to your mind when you look at the whole story as a complex whole?
Thank you so much. The Chibok girl matter, I think, is very serious. It leaves a very sour taste in the mouth of most right-thinking people, in the sense that our girls were captured, they were abducted since the 14th day of April this year. Today is the 98th day, and what baffles me is that this Chibok girl case has been politicized, overly politicized. That's the thing that rankles, that they could politicize a matter involving the capture of over 200 girls from a secondary school 98 days ago. You know, you see, every day you keep on seeing people, hearing people talking, oh, Chibok girls, Chibok girls. It's a painful thing, we know, but why do you politicize it?
Who politicizes it?
Correct. You see, one could see almost with half an eye that in the group called Bring Back Our Girls, you know, those, particularly those women in Abuja, they either on the payroll, so many of them are either on the payroll of some political parties or they are politicians themselves. It's so easy to know. And as this talk progresses, we'll come to how we have come to know that these people are on the payroll of some politicians or they are politicians themselves politicizing this issue.
We might as well go there now. I mean,
yes.
How did you come to that conclusion?
How do I come to that conclusion? You see, first of all, the whole protests are misdirected to start with. Whom are you pillorying over this matter? Is it the president? Is it the governor of the state? Is it the kidnappers? Whom are we pillorying, you know, for this thing? Whom are we crucifying for this event? When all those groups went to Abuja, you know, gathered themselves together, and then wanted even to break into the presidency, into the presidential villa at a particular point, one was wondering who was at fault, who should be the butt of our criticisms in this matter. Was the president the person who ordered the abduction of those girls? You know, just like some people have tried to allege that, oh yes, you know, the former president, former governor of Adamawa State, for example, oh, the presidency is, you know, is at the bottom of it all. You know, suicide, genocide against northerners and all that and all that. Now, is that what we're thinking? Or we should rise up in unison against the perpetrators of this odious crime, the Boko Haram people, just like it was done in America in 2001 when the bombing of the Trade Center took place, World Trade Center, you know, twin something took place. Is that what should be, or what happened in Britain in 2005 when there were these bombings underground and everybody got together against those people? There was a revulsion of feelings against the perpetrators of the odious crime, of the heinous crimes in those countries. And they teamed behind their president or prime minister, and, you know, efforts were made. Today, you hardly hear of insecurity in America or in Britain because the people are resolved that there should not be this type of thing. In other words, the war is against the perpetrators, not against the government of the place.
I think that, you know, it's very important for us to trace, you know, just how this started. And, you know, when I mean how this started, I mean the Bring Back Our Girls movement. It's very important to trace it.
Yes.
We do know that, you know, a group of people came together, decided that, you know, these girls are still alive. There had been no word. The group did not start immediately the girls were abducted. It started a couple of days after no word had been heard from those who should be speaking about the abduction of those girls. And then it occurred to a group of people that these girls are alive. They can be brought back, unlike in the case of the Yobe boys who were killed in their school and no word was heard.
Yes.
You know, we only saw the visit of the governor to the school, and that was more like medicine after death.
Yes.
In the case of those girls, they're still alive. So we saw them pay a visit. There was a protest, even in the rain, to the National Assembly. The Senate President and the Speaker of the House of Representatives, we remember, came out to receive them and to reassure them. But on that day, the women or the group made a vow that they were not going to go back until these girls were returned. Should we now come back now and crucify them for their stance?
Okay. You see, the point is this. You know, you don't blame the parents of these girls because it could happen to anybody. We are parents, and just imagine it if it ever happened to you. Now, what would you have done under the circumstance? Now, they did what they could do at that time on the spur of the moment, which was right. And then they were given assurances. Now, and unless somebody tells me that people, after the assurances that were given by the National Assembly, you know, at that time, then people decided to rest on their laurels. And nobody was doing anything about these kidnapped girls anymore. Then we will be talking. You know, but the position is a very critical position. I mean, what could the government the only thing that you would expect, one would expect the president to do today is to don military gear, put on the helmet, you know, wear a beret, and then get a gun and complete with a bayonet, and then go to Sambisa Forest, and then, you know, ferret the people out of every nook and cranny of the place. That is the only thing that the president has not done.
So what would we say?
Now, what would we say is this: it's a critical matter. What do you do? I mean, these soldiers that everybody thinks is not working, are not working, must be working very, very vigorously. These are the same soldiers that go outside of this country to win laurels for this nation. Are they not doing anything in this country? Certainly they are doing something.
Mr. Akiri.
No, maybe I should finish this. They must be doing something. But this is a different situation entirely. Now, the army that we have in this country, the conventional type of army, you know, the regular type of army, that's what we have. But we are confronted with a very new thing, a new situation, guerrilla warfare, for which our soldiers are not prepared. Now our girls are there, and they are making frantic efforts to get them out. But how do they get them out? That's the question. How do they get them out? Scorched earth policy. When confronted with this type of problem in year 2000, the administration, the government at that time, went to what's the name, OD, in present Bayelsa State, gunned down everybody, finished the whole thing, and there was peace. As far as I was concerned, as far as I'm still concerned, that was Pyrrhic victory. Now, when confronted with a similar situation in year 2001 at Zaki Biam in Benue State, the same government went there, killed everybody, able-bodied men and boys, and all of them, finished everybody, and there was peace. But as far as I'm concerned, that was Pyrrhic victory. And we call that one scorched earth policy. The choice now is whether we should adopt this choice, scorched earth policy, finish everybody, level Sambisa forest, level Zamboa, so all those forests become deserts in one day. I think our military could do it. But should they do it? If you do it, wouldn't you be throwing the water with the baby with the bath water? I think that's the critical problem. That's what makes it look like they are not working. If they want to level Sambisa forest today so that they can silence Boko Haramites forever and a day, they could do it, I'm so sure. Because these are the same soldiers that go outside there to win laurels for this country. But there is this problem. Should they do what they, in a conventional war? Should they do that now?
So why should it matter then, if whether or not, the Bring Back Our Girls campaigners stay? Because it would seem that the hashtag Bring Back Our Girls has also gone beyond the shores of this country. We've seen prime ministers take up that hashtag. Yes. Do we then say that they too do not know, who exactly this kind of protest should be directed at? Yeah,
you see, the thing, I'm very happy you mentioned, international intervention. For example, what the presidency would seem to, nobody is a fan of the president or of the administration, but the thing is, don't cap, C-A-R-P, don't cap at anybody as far as I'm concerned. Don't find fault unnecessary with somebody who is faultless or almost faultless. That's the problem I'm having in my mind. Now, after the president had made all the efforts, to see how we could overcome this problem, to no avail, the presidency decided, the government decided to go outside of this country to enlist, the cooperation of other countries, like the United States of America, who are here, Britain, who is Germany, France, they are here, with even Israel here. And yet, this problem has not been solved. That shows you how difficult, how critical this problem is. It's not as if all those people that were brought to this country are not working. They are working, but it is difficult. It's not easy, to do this thing. Otherwise, you will kill all those girls that you want us to bring in order to silence the perpetrators of the crime.